Hey, I wanted to go over really what we do different than everybody else in investment real estate because it's really a different perspective how we do stuff. So I thought I'd put this presentation together to show you how we do our portfolio management for our clients. It's very important as an investor to understand the difference, and there is a big difference. So let's get going. So the first one, I want to introduce myself. I did 450 transactions in the Cleveland metro area since 2018, and almost all of those are investment real estate. I do some retail and stuff and selling and listing, but most of those are just they're all investment based. So I've got quite a bit of experience, and I've done it for a long time. And these are kind of the type of properties that we buy. This is one in South Euclid. It's been rented for about 2 years, A, B areas. In fact, the clients were just in town here, and we went to breakfast with them, and they're in love with this house. They have three properties, but this is one of them. And it's just these rent for $1,350, $1,400 a month, and these run between $120,000 and $150,000, all finished. That's rehab everything. So rehab is a really crucial part of it because if you don't have project rehab, I can tell you, I've run into multiple people this last week that cannot get their properties done. Had three contractors that jetted. Another one's got a $400,000 house and needs another 30 that she's already paid almost all her budget to the contractor, and they left. And so we really watch the properties. I go out. I'm going out today to look at two. That one of them's already finished. They're both finished. I've got to make sure that they are. I actually called the contractor before I go out there because I noticed this one situation that I wanted taken care of in the one house, and he's going to go over there and do that because he had forgotten to do it. So I watch them, I video, and make sure that these projects get done. And then what we do for you is we're going to get you pics and video on the updates every week during construction till it's finished. And when you're doing that, you've got to make sure that your client's updated. So you're going to have all the videos, you're going to get before and after pictures. I've got 3,000 plus videos on YouTube. I have many other YouTube channels for my clients set up. You can go to Brett's Realty Group for that, but it's right down there on the right hand side. But you can look up all my videos. But I update people all the time. But that's really important. I keep that on file because, for example, if your house burns down, which has never happened, but if it did, or you're wanting to get it reappraised to prove that you did the work, I have all that on file to give to the appraiser and insurance person that will take care of everything for you. I lease the property personally. I've leased hundreds and hundreds of properties. I did 47 just last year, and I've done already 5 this year. So we do that, and we do that through Avalon Realty Group. Does all the background and credit check. I do all the leasing through Fathom Realty. So every tenant has got to have a credit check, and all that's done through Avalon Group Realty. And it's really a good process because the average stay for our tenants are 18 to 24 months. It's really, really good. And there's the phone number for Avalon Group Realty. They're the property management, and we've been in business for about 6 years. Very grade A business. And full disclosure, my wife's a broker and owns it, so it's a very, very good. And she's in Cleveland. It's a 480 number, but she refuses to get rid of that number for some reason. So 480-694-3735. Her name's Lori, but if you're having problems with your property management, she's grade A. But all the stuff that we go through, we buy a house, goes through all these processes on that. So the property performance is the key. You've got to have equity. You got to have the rehab completed. You got to have leased. You got to have problem solving because there's always going to be some problems in some cases that we have to deal with. Teamwork, we got people on the ground, we got crews, everything's on the ground. And we're attention to detail. Like this morning when I called the contractor on 21 Creswell, there was a certain part of detail that I saw when I went over there because he told me it was finished. I'm going over to do pictures and videos. I want to make sure that for sure was done. And they need to be managed well. What does that mean? You've got to be getting your checks every month. You've got to have affordable rehab or any kind. You don't want a lot of maintenance on these things. You don't want bad tenants tearing them up. All that stuff. It's all included in our system, and that's what we do different. We do everything. We don't have anything out of the house, so everything's under one roof, and we've been very, very successful. I've been doing this since 1985, so I've done 450 in Cleveland, 400 in Arizona. I've done many, many properties. So if you're ready to get a real estate strategy and actually know that it's going to work, call me. I'm Brad. I'm with Fathom Realty, 216-703-5740. Or if you're across the pond, you can get WhatsApp me at that same number. So listen, we want to make sure that you're consistently getting your income, you're successful, and you have equity. Call me, and let's get this thing going today. Thanks. Have a great day.